This is Amara, and this is my channel, Eyes Wide Shut. I went into 2 stores today. One sounds like Strange, and the other one sounds like Riddle. Now I have to say that because I have to say that to protect myself, okay? One sounds like Strange, and the other one sounds like Riddle. And the amount of people I saw in these shops using the automated checkout service. Far more people using the automated checkout service than using the tills. They're using their phones, their cards to pay for goods. Let me ask you this. Don't you care about the fact that we're moving towards a society where people will be losing their jobs and machines will be taking over? Don't you actually care about that? You're just sleepwalking into this nightmare, this dystopic world. Can you not see that robots are slowly taking your jobs? You don't seem to care. It's convenience, all right, to just get your phone out and pay for goods. It's convenient to get your cards out and just pay for goods. How about trying to keep cash alive? Because I'm telling you, if we start moving towards that society which Prime Minister Keir Starmer wants, and the past Prime Minister Tony Blair wants digital ID, which is going to lead us into a prison, into a digital prison. Trust what I'm telling you. Not only that, they're trying to bring in these smart cities. And if they bring in these smart cities, you will be restricted in terms of your freedom, where you can go, who you can visit, what times of day you can probably leave these smart cities. Probably allowed out the smart cities for things like to go to work and have to be in like a little child. Yeah? Like a little child. We're living in this mummy state, this nanny state that seems to think they know what's best for us. No, we're grown people. We know what is best for us. We don't need to be We don't need to be nannied. People, you need to seriously start waking up. You need to seriously start waking up. It's like sometimes I want to go up to someone and knock them on the back of the head, shake them and wake them up and say, like, what's wrong with you? Can't you see what's going on? Can you not follow the pattern? Can you not see the plans? You sit down every day and you're watching the news, which is nothing but fear-mongering. And then you're following the government. And the government is nothing but governing your mental. And the news is nothing but scare-mongering. Okay? They tell us visually through the television every single day. And you're just following what the government wants you to do. You're just following what the government wants you to do. And the government ain't even the people in charge, because they got people in charge of them. These big corporations, yeah? These elites, they own the government. They own your churches, universities. Yeah, they own the medical industries. You need to seriously wake up. You got 1% of the world's population controlling the other 99. And you're just falling for every single thing that these people tell you. You need to seriously wake up. People are losing their jobs every day to AI and to bots. And that's the kind of future that you want for your kids. Tell me, how are you going to live? How are you going to live in the future if there's no jobs for you to go to? Thought about that. How are you going to survive? Talk about state handouts and rollouts. Well, what if that gets stopped or restricted? What if they bring in the social credit score system, like they have done in China, limiting how much food you can buy, limiting how much times you can go out per day, limited what food you can buy, limited where you can travel to. If you don't follow what they're telling you, you get locked out of society. Go and look at the amount of people sleeping on the streets in places like China. Actually sleeping on the streets. not because they're criminals, but because they've been locked out of society. They've been locked out. And you people right now, so many of you, just sleepwalking into this dystopic world. It's like you're going down a cul-de-sac, and once you go in that cul-de-sac, you ain't going to be able to turn it around. You need to wake that up. There's other people out here trying to save you, trying to stop all this stuff from happening, yeah? This cashless society, this digital ID, these smart cities. You just think that's all a joke. All a joke, and you think that people are opposing to these smart cities, to these digital ID cards. You think that they're crazy. And as the government like to call them, the discontented ones. Another labeling theory. And guess what? And whilst they're labeling people like us as the discontented, guess what? They're also labeling you sheep. They're also labeling you sheep as what? Useless eaters. Go look up what useless eaters are. So whilst we may be the crazy ones out here, look at what they're calling you, the sheeple. Anyway, this is Amara with another video. You need to wake up before it's too late.